What's going on, guys? I am Simple Simon, and it's that time again. We're doing Bearded and Cole's comic book cover challenge, and this month we're doing villains. So let's do this. So if you guys don't know what the cover challenge is, you should by now, but I'll let you know. Every month, Bearded and Cole are doing a cover challenge where they want you to show 10 books from your collection that relate to a certain category or topic. So this month, they're doing villains. So I will leave a link to Bearded and Cole's videos in the description below. Make sure you check them out and make sure you subscribe to those guys if you haven't already. So we're doing villains. When I first thought about this, I kept thinking to myself, I'm just gonna end up choosing 10 Batman villains. Because, you know, I like to say that I'm a DC guy, but really, I'm really a Batman guy. So we'll get the usual suspects out of the way. I've got 4 Batman villains followed by other villains that you probably wouldn't expect me to show you. So we'll get the elephant out of the room and get the obvious one out of the way. The first one, I had to include a Joker cover. Yes, I know it's obvious. You've seen a million Joker covers, but which one would you choose? There's obviously classics that come to mind like The Killing Joke and things like that, but I didn't choose The Killing Joke. I decided to choose a more recent book, which is Batman 3 Jokers by Jason Fabok. I absolutely loved the Batman 3 Jokers, all the headshot covers. I love them all. They're all amazing. This is actually the issue 1, which is probably my favorite one. It's got classic Joker there with the bloody crowbar that he used to beat my boy Red Hood with. The art in this book was absolutely amazing. It blew me away when I was reading this, and I actually did enjoy the story. I know a lot of people didn't enjoy 3 Jokers. There were some things I didn't like about the story, but the story overall I enjoyed all the way through, and the art was absolutely amazing. So if you haven't picked up 3 Jokers, it's worth checking out, I would say. But that is the Joker cover for my first one. Is she Joker's girlfriend? Is she not? Who knows? Is she just one of his henchmen? It is Punchline. I really dig Punchline. I just think she has a very cool character design. And she is no nonsense. She will stab you without even thinking about it. And this is a beautiful Shannon Mayer variant to Punchline, the one shot. So yeah, that is one of my favorite Punchline covers that I've got. Shannon Mayer always knocks these out of the park. So that is a banger of a cover. Now when it comes to comic books, there's a lot of villains that, you know, it's like wrestling. You know, you got characters who are bad, or heel as they call it in wrestling, and then they turn and become babyface. So comic books are kind of like that. So there's a lot of characters where you want to consider them villains, but, you know, they've kind of become good and things like that. This is definitely one of those characters, but I wanted to show this cover because it's such an amazing cover. This is Poison Ivy. This is a one-shot from the Joker's Asylum series. So Joker's Asylum was a series of one-shots, and each issue covered a different villain. So there was a Joker one, there was a Scarecrow one, a Penguin one, Harley Quinn. This is one about Poison Ivy. So this story is definitely based on her being more of a villain. So I thought this one should count. That's an amazing Gilliam March cover. We'll ask Cole what he thinks of this cover. That is correct. It is absolutely lick-worthy. Gilliam March art. I had to show that one. So that is an amazing Poison Ivy cover. Yeah, we'll give it a lick. So the next one is from the same series, Joker's Asylum. This is the Two-Face one-shot. Some of you guys might know that I've cosplayed as Two-Face before, so I wanted to include some Two-Face. This book was an awesome read. When I read comic books, I don't remember a lot of the stuff that I read, but there are some books where there are moments that are so memorable that you'll always remember them, and this is one of those books. I've had this for a long time. This is one of my books I bought when I first started collecting comic books a few years back, and I'll always remember the end of this book. I won't tell you the ending, but I'll spoil a little bit. You have to flip a coin to decide which ending or how this story ends. So that's very, very cool. I always remember that thing, and that was such an amazing thing. I didn't expect that in a comic book. So that's the Joker's Asylum Two-Face. If you ever see this, grab it and give it a read. It's a good time. So that is all my DC villains out of the way. So I picked my 10 books and I was like, man, I don't have any Marvel in here. Then I realized, oh, I did have a Marvel book. I've got one Marvel book in here, and all you Marvel fans are gonna think it's a cop-out, but this is Darth Vader. Yeah, Marvel. So this is Darth Vader issue 1. I might be volume 1, I'm not too sure, but I picked this up because it was the first appearance of Black Chrysanthemum. the Wookiee from the Boba Fett show. But it also happens to be an awesome Darth Vader cover and happens to be Marvel. So how do you like that? So, that was terrible. The last 5 books are all indie. So we'll start off with this. This is a Spawn book. This is issue 34. I don't know a lot about the Spawn universe. I've only read Spawn issue 1. I have seen the movie from back in the day, so I do know this character is a villain, but I know so little that I thought this character was just called Clown, but it's actually Violator. This was a gift from my buddy Mad Spidey, who a long time ago, before he even was known in the comic book YouTube community, he gifted me a whole bunch, a big stack of Spawn books, including Spawn issue 1. And I always remember thinking this was a sick cover, so I want to show this one. So for all you Spawn fans out there, that is a killer Violator cover. Very, very cool, very, very evil. Look at that. What's not to like about that cover? It is badass. Boom, boom. So far, I've done every one of Bearded and Cole's cover challenges. So far, I've done Noctera in every single cover challenge, so we're gonna keep it to tradition here. This is Black Top Bill. And I know what you're thinking, you're like, that's just a set of teeth, Simple Simon. If you've read Noctera, you'll know that this is a headshot cover. That's right, this is a headshot cover of Black Top Bill. If you've read the series, you'll know what I'm talking about. That is absolutely a headshot cover. I've really just read the first story arc of Noctera, but it is amazing from what I've read. Absolutely loved it. That is Black Top Bill. Now the last 3 books are all nostalgia books. They're gonna take you right back to my childhood, maybe your childhood. Who didn't love Transformers as a kid, right? So this book I got as a giveaway win from David SNMC. This is Shockwave, art done by John Gallagher. Yeah, so I won the giveaway from David, which was actually 2 slabs originally, but he actually threw in the set of these Transform books, which are all stunning. So, yeah, Soundwave there. I don't really read Transformers, I guess, since I got back into comics, but Ravage, I believe. Laserbeak, that's the name of the bird, Laserbeak. I was thinking, I couldn't remember the name of the bird, but Laserbeak and Ravage, right? I'm pretty sure I'm correct there. But that is a badass Transformers, Decepticon, sorry, cover of Soundwave. Alright, so the second last one I've got, again, everyone loved Transformers when they were kids, and everyone loves Ninja Turtles when they're kids. So this is Shredder from the Ninja Turtles, looking over the city there. This is a bit of an older one. This is, I believe, the movie adaptation from the original movie. I had this book as a kid, and then I decided to repurchase it recently when I saw it really cheap. Picked it up for like $12 or something like that. So yeah, I thought that was a cool throwback. I actually used to have a giant wooden frame of this cover up in my bedroom wall. So yeah, there's a nice Shredder cover for you TMNT fans. And then the final one is one of the most villainous people in movie franchise history. Cobra Kai Never Dies. You got Johnny Lawrence there doing some push-ups. I know some of you are like, Johnny is not the bad guy, he is the hero, yada yada yada. I'm on Team LaRusso, alright? He was an absolute dick in Karate Kid. But yes, in Cobra Kai, he's absolutely the anti-hero. Everyone loves Johnny in Cobra Kai. But one of the most baddest men on the planet is Sensei John Kreese, right there. Look at that. Boom. Strike first. So that is John Kreese. He's definitely a villain. And that is one you probably didn't expect. So there you go. And that is my 10 covers. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Bearded and Cole for putting this on every month. It has been a lot of fun, and it's been really fun to watch everyone else do their cover challenges. So if you do make videos, get on board. If you haven't checked out Bearded and Cole, make sure you do. Their links in the description below. Make sure you give a thumbs up on the way out. And until next time, I'm Simple Simon. Tell your friends and keep it simple.